Howdy folks, I'm pro rodeo announcer James Orcasitas here at the ShootOut Arena in Tombstone, Arizona for the February bull riding. This is a monthly bull riding and it is a happening thing. Now folks, I am here to tell you this is one of the biggest, baddest, best bull ridings you'll go to in your lifetime. If you're a bull rider, why are you not here if you aren't already? But I'm here with the owner-operator of this fabulous facility, the ShootOut Arena, Mr. Robbie Junt. How you looking this weekend, Robbie?
Good, good. I think we're going to have probably one of the better, if not the best, bull ridings we've had so far this weekend.
Absolutely. Now you have an amazing facility here I've already talked about, and your wife and kids have put your blood, sweat, and tears into this event, and it shows. You look around, look at these magnificent pens of bulls, everybody that's here. Now it's an extremely family-friendly, fun event. You got food, you got concessions, you got ice cream. You're here in the beautiful backdrop of Tombstone, Arizona. We're right behind the main drag of where all that action happened in the movie Tombstone. I guarantee every country fan out there is to know what they're talking about. Now, we can't thank the people enough that have brought this event to the top of the list of sponsors. You're gonna see and hear about all of our sponsors during the bull riding action. A little bit later on, we're gonna talk about all of them. We're gonna center them. We're even gonna bring out the winner with the championship buckle to present it at the end of the bull riding. But when did the idea of having a monthly bull riding first hit you? When did you decide to do this?
Well, you know, we had the first one in October, and that was kind of a trial run, you know, and so we put it on, and just the positive energy that we got from bull riders, fans, even sponsors, you know, we decided, hey, we could try to do this once every month and see how it works, and here we are doing our fifth one.
Yeah, it's been going great. Now it gets bigger, it gets better and larger each and every month. Has it grown the way you planned, or is it just a total shock to you?
It's actually a total shock to me. It's exceeded all expectations. You know, we like I said, we can't thank the sponsors enough, because they really back this bull riding, and we couldn't do it without them, and the fans and the bull riders. You know, we had this idea, and you hope it goes well, and thank God I never expected it to go this well.
Right, and it's
so fast.
Extremely blessed. It's amazing, the blessings that have been here. Now, you've attracted to this bull riding alone PBR World Champions, PRCA Circuit Champions, every association in the Southwest. We've had so many association champions, but now we've also got the up-and-coming generations of bull riders, and this event started with 15 bull riders allowed to the monthly series. First bull riding blew it out of the water in October and let you know that this is going to be an amazing thing. And then the next bull riding in November, 15 riders were allowed, and they had to tell people not to come. Now it's grown to 30 people in the bull riding, 30 contestants, and then 30 on the waiting list.
Yeah.
Is that a complete shocker to you? Why do you want to get in this so bad?
You know, I think the added money, again, we got to thank the sponsors there. They add money to these bull ridings. It's low fees. We try to keep the fees low, and it's 100% payback. So with that much money added, it's a lot of incentive to come get on. And we draw a lot of guys. Would you say we have 8 different states?
8 different states represented, 2 nations here.
So yeah, so you get that kind of draw whenever you have that kind of added money. I mean, these guys love getting on bulls anyway, but when it pays that good, you're going to start drawing them from all over, and you know, it's been great. And again, that is 100% the sponsors. The town of Tombstone, they've been great. They've been absolutely fantastic. There's no better place to put on a bull ride, no better setting, you know. I mean, you couldn't ask, I mean, the old west town of Tombstone, you're putting on bull ridings. I mean, that's just the act of God to be able to do that. And the town, they've been so great, you know, all the sponsors, we sure appreciate them. And
with those sponsors, the money that's here, as you were alluding to earlier, is there's $4,000 added to the pot from the start. Add 30 riders at $60 entry fees. Now, unlike other bull ridings, this bull riding, all the money that the contestant puts into this one, it is 100% payback. There is no money taken out of those fees for anything else. That goes straight into the pot for all these riders. The winner of this event, if 4 people actually ride, and we get 4 qualified rides, the first place person is going to take over $2,000 home for 8 seconds worth of work. That is astounding. You will not see that. There's pro rodeo bull ridings that don't pay that well at rodeos, and that's in part because of the sponsors that make it possible for this event to happen. The town that backs it, the hosts that bring it here, it's just a great time. And these bull riders, when we're going to talk about them later in the actual live show, you're going to see some riders really vying for the money, because it's worth it.
Yeah, most definitely. And again, it's just you got to give the credit to the sponsors. We wouldn't be able to do that without the city of Tombstone. The majority of our sponsors are here, and I believe 100% of our sponsors are privately owned businesses, and I think that's so cool. You know, that's terrific, and we sure appreciate it.
So we've talked about bull riders, we've talked about this facility, outstanding, but we've also got something here that you can pan around and take a look at the power, the other part of the contestants.
Sure.
You got to make money. You got to ride one of these monsters, one of these fire-breathing dragons back here.
Exactly.
How is this level of bull for this level of riders that are coming in here?
You know, it's pretty evenly matched because we're drawing that real professional rider here, and these bulls they're the real deal. There's bull Mike Trask. He's the highest marked bull we've had at the bull riding so far. So the way it works, the judges mark the bull 1 to 25 and the rider 1 to 25, and there's 2 judges, and then they combine the score. Now, if they buck the guy off, we ask the judges just to mark the bull so we have an idea where he is in range with all the other bulls. So they go ahead and mark him points. There's no score, but it gives us an idea where these bulls are. Comfortably Numb is the highest marked bull we've had here with a 43.5 point bull score at the last bull ride. So if you were to say a bull rider matches him, he'd be 87, a new arena record.
Right.
And so that's a bull to watch out for. And you know, there's another bull that's highlighted is Rabies at Dwayne Davis's.
We're going to talk about that bull in a second.
Yeah, we're going to talk about him in a second. But you know, the bull power and the bull rider power, it's pretty well evenly matched, especially at this bull riding today. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they ride 10 out of the 30.
Wow.
You know,
okay.
I know that doesn't seem like a lot to people, but that is actually
that is a lot.
That's a lot at a bull riding.
Right. So with that, we've got the contestants, we've got everybody here, the sponsors. This crowd is amazing. This crowd is outstanding. If you watch Cool FM online, you understand, you watch the videos, this crowd gets electric, especially for our little intermission games we play. They're a little original to our game here, but we couldn't do without you, the fan, the spectator that are coming out and being a big part of this. We thank you so much for coming out. If you missed out, be sure you watch it at Cool FM online, and there's still time to get here. The seats are sold out, but there's still standing room available. You can get up there in just behind the grandstands to the side and still get a little bit of the Western way of life. But we're going to move along to something I like to call the picks. Today's picks.
Sure. This is I talked about this yesterday during the draw, and you know, you and I talked to each other, and you see the list of guys first, and then we take them in on Monday, and then we draw bulls on Friday, and you kind of have this idea of, you know, who's showing up. But once you see how they match with bulls, then it's like, okay, you know, this is starting to shape up. We could see who's got what bull. This one's been the toughest one to pick so far.
This has literally been one of the hardest I've ever had to choose through, and I've had to adjust some things. And I kind of talk to guys, go watch some videos, go see what guys, and look at Cool FM online. I cheat and I go back and watch the videos of previous rides or rides that outs that bulls had. So I'm going to go 1 through 5, and then I'm going to talk about my assassin. We'll talk about the assassin in a second, but my number 5 pick is Hunter Kelly. This cowboy has been on a hot streak. He's almost 10 for 10 right now. He won the last bull riding in January.
Sure.
He's on a hot streak right now, and he's drawn Undertaker of 3G bucking bulls.
Yeah, and that is a really, really good bull of 3Gs. He's a little black flathorn bull. They haven't rode him yet. But this morning when I got up, I seen a video of Hunter on a practice bull, and that bull is pretty much in the same exact tracks that this bull's going to be in. And I mean, Hunter rode him like he could have ate a sandwich on him. He's riding that good. Like he is riding fantastic. And kind of that, you know, like I said, we didn't know who to pick. After I seen that this morning, I was like, oh man, Hunter might be the one that
I should have watched the video to bump him up.
Yeah, well, you know, it's so hard to tell, and no one's ever won this thing twice.
No.
We've had 4 different shows and 4 different winners. Hunter might be the first back-to-back winner. You know, who
First
knows?
and only. You
First
never
and
know.
only, yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, and it's as hot as he is, too.
Right. I'm not going to jinx him.
Yeah.
So my number 4 man is going to be J.C. Mortensen, pro rodeo cowboy. Just came off the rodeo road from basically over in Florida all the way this way, coming back. He's been on a streak, kind of in a slump right now. He won the the December bull riding here in Tombstone.
Yeah.
And now he's drawn Ambitious of Trask bucking bulls.
Yeah, that's another great bull. Like I said, The bulls and the riders, I mean, take your pick. They're all good. I mean, the draw almost doesn't even matter because you're going to get on a good one. Yeah. But that ambitious, Mike Trask just picked that bull up. He come from Oklahoma. He's bucked him twice here. Bull's pretty outstanding. Yes. You know, he'll be a couple out there. He don't really go in the gate, but this bull sets up and blows up and probably gets about 10 feet off the ground. And when he hits the ground, he ain't messing around. He turns back to the right, and JC's got his work cut out for him. I know JC rides really, really good, and I think he could ride him, but he's no day off. No. I mean, the bull's the real deal.
Absolutely not a day off. There's not a bull here that's a day
yeah.
off. My number 3 pick, Justin Granger. If you've heard this name, you know who I'm talking about. PBR bull rider from the northern part of Arizona. This kid came out hot, kept hot, has won 8 events in PBR events, from the smaller PBR events, the larger events. This kid can ride.
Oh yeah,
he's drawn Bluebird of Washburn bucking bull.
Yeah, and that's another great bull. So Owen's got some young bulls here, and we've had him here several times. I would say out of that group of young bulls, that Bluebird's probably the better, one of the best ones there. He'll be out of the left-hand delivery. He's been around to the left, little gray bull, and you know, that should fit Justin Granger really well. And I was glad to see Justin here, and I was glad to see what he drew too.
The Granger brothers are both here.
Yeah, both Lane and Justin.
They're both equally good bull riders.
Yeah.
My next pick is Jesse Aitken, number 2 pick. Jesse Aitken out of California. I'm sorry. Yes, California.
Reno,
Nevada, originally from California.
Yes.
He's drawn Mater of 3G bucking bulls, another quality bull.
Okay, now this bull has not been back since October. He come to the October bull ride and hasn't been back. When he was at the October bull ride, he was a high marked bull out that night. He bucked off Joseph McConnell. Joseph McConnell, if anybody knows him, he's no slouch in the bull riding world. And the thing about Mater, and Jesse knows this, Jesse watched videos on him already, that bull has a hair trigger in the bucking shoe, and you got to get out on him, and he's hard to get out clean on because he'll kind of jump and kick in there right before he leaves there, and when he leaves there, he's bucking hard. So Jesse knows that. We're going to try to just tie the latch on him so he don't hear the chute latch opening, and we're going to try to give Jesse a clean shot at that bull. And yeah, Jesse's got his work cut out for him too, because that's a bucker right there.
Yeah, that could be a 90-point ride.
Yeah, that's a potential 90-point ride.
Potential 90 there. So I watched a lot of videos, and I started going down the line and seeing who's on a hot streak, who's really riding really good right now, really strong, and just the confidence. Who's got the swagger? Who's got the walk in them? Who's got the talk? And who's ready to win and wants to win? That's the big thing with bull riding. And I picked Compton, California's Chris Bird on rabies at Dwayne Davis. Yeah. I think this is going to be a spur bath.
Yeah. How do you not pick him? He's been on the bull already once. And the great thing about a rematch, especially when you have a competitor like Chris Bird, is you know, you want to get them rode just because that's your job. But when they've thrown you off once, you kind of want to even the score a little bit. Yeah. So you've got a little more incentive, and you just get a little more excitement, a little more aggression. And Chris Bird, you know, he didn't show up here to let rabies throw him off again. No. But he's got to be careful. That rabies bull is smart, very smart. He's been around the bull riding world. I mean, this bull's been hauled all over the place. And I know that sounds funny to people that haven't really been around bull riding much, but these bulls are athletes too, and they understand the game. And bull riding, in a sense, you're like a counterpuncher in boxing. You know, you're kind of waiting on the bull and you counter. What makes rabies so tough is he's the counterpuncher. He waits to see where you are on his back, and then he decides what he's going to do. He'll either drop you to the inside of the spin. If you're too far in there, he'll just scoot away and drop you off in there. If he has you on the outside, he'll tighten it up and buck you off that way. So it's really important for Chris to stay square on him and just ride him like he's going straight. And I think Chris is going to tee off on him, and
like I said, spur bat. When he gets his chance, Chris will throw a spur out, and he's going to start kicking him.
Yeah, he's not afraid to get some extra points with that outside leg. And
potential 90 if he gets after
another
it.
Potential 90. And you know, it's going to be great. I mean, when you look at the list, look at the guys that we left out. I mean, you got your list there. You know, you got Jacob Ramirez, never been bucked off. We didn't even bring him up.
Didn't even talk about him yet.
And it's just, like I said, the bull riders and the bulls here, it's anybody's you know, not ball game, but it's anybody's bull riding.
Right.
And I feel bad that we're putting you on the spot to make a pick at this one because basically it's a gamble.
What's going to happen? I'm going to be wrong. Prove me wrong, guys. Prove me wrong. 'Cause I want to see them prove me wrong.
Yeah,
that's
sure,
absolutely correct.
sure. And you know, you'd like to see everybody walk out a winner, but there's only one.
There's going to be one or
Yeah.
three. So I talked about a word earlier. I talked about a word I'm going to patent to this is I'm going to call my silent assassin, my assassin rider, the one that's going to come out of nowhere. You don't even see it coming. He goes out there and makes a bull ride. My pick is Jackson Mortensen. He's on 25F, 2% of Dwayne Davis's. This bull's supposedly first time here.
First time here.
Is rank. And I talked to a couple bull riders down there, and they're telling me how great this bull is. Jackson Mortensen is my assassin. Come out of nowhere. Take everybody's money.
Yeah, he's kind of the sleeper here. No one's really paying attention to him. And part of the reason is the bull's never been here. All I've seen is video of him. Yeah, he's good, but it's hard, you know, video takes a little bit away from him. You know, you got to see him in real life. And the bull's young. Has he been tested? You know, and so, you know, no one's really paid attention to that pick yet. But Jackson rides great. And I'm glad you mentioned that and made that your assassin because you might be right. You know, the videos I seen of the bull's outstanding. And Jackson, you know, this kid could really ride. You know, him and JC are brothers. Their dad's a PBR bull rider. I mean,
their granddad's a world champion.
Yeah, they're pretty much
rider,
genetically made up to do this. You know, that's basically what them guys are.
Yeah, they're kind of the Terminators.
Yeah,
they were built for this.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Robbie. Appreciate it. You got to get back to getting some work.
Yeah, and thank you to Todd Van Ryan with Cool FM Online. We got a fan base in California. I know my sister Tati and Nick, they called me. They said, hey, we're getting on Cool FM Online and we're going to play this on the TV. And this has just been really cool. It's beyond expectation. We got a lot of people watching all over in different states. And we just appreciate you coming out and helping. And we appreciate Cool FM Online. So thank you guys.
Well, folks, if you're not from here, you want to travel through, there's all kinds of RV spots, there's all kinds of parking, there's lots to do down here. There's folks, I went down to the parking lot earlier in the RV parking lot. We have license plates from Rhode Island, Wisconsin, from Indiana, from Texas is pretty close because they're trying to get out of the snow right now. Hey, big old blessing and prayers for all our friends in Texas and everybody in the Midwest going through the freezes right now. All our cattle and ranch friends, you know, good luck, God bless. We hope you guys are safe. But come on out, check out the bull ride. We're going to be on live here in about 45 minutes. Live and uncensored. Who knows what's going to happen?
It's about to get real.
Will I be right or will I be wrong? We'll see.
I don't know. Let's see if your picks hold up.
Thank you, Cool FM Online. You folks, take care and be safe.